Hello again, everyone. It's Trevor here with another Daclus quality review. This is part of my New Year's resolution to see every movie that comes out in my theater and give a quick little review of it while sitting in my car on my phone. Now, I already reviewed this movie, but it's Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, but I wanted to do a little quick revisit because I've seen it again after my first time seeing it, and I gave it sort of a mixed review. And I think my main reason wanting to do this, I think I was too much in my head watching it the first time. Whereas this time I wasn't. I was able to sit down and enjoy it for what it was, or feel it out for what it was. And I love this so much. There's just so much to love. I mean, the issues with it, there are some. Most of them I think are just nitpicky. They're not huge. There's one that just really bothers me. I call it one. It's sort of a large, it's multiple things that happen around one singular thing, and it just really bothers me. So I don't think that will ever stop bothering me. It will continue to bother me because it's not very good. But the other things I've really loosened on. Lex, I really enjoy what Lex does. I mean, at the end, the very last scene he's in, I think it's a bit much. But it's fine. It works for me now. I understand the character. It works with the character that we're actually given, so I can appreciate that, and it's a great performance. Another thing that I had problems with before was pacing, which I mean, it helps that I know what's coming. But it feels a lot better. It works a lot better for me after two times viewing, and actually I've watched it twice today, so I did two times in a row. But the first time I was fine with it. I mean, the second time around today, the first time today, it was noticeable. The pacing worked a lot better for me. I didn't have a problem with it, but I know that a lot of other people are having problems with it. So I think it is an issue. I think this is a movie, though, in terms of pacing, to make the pacing not be a problem, you have to see it more than once. I feel like, at least for me, seeing it more than once helped with the pacing problem, and I love everything else. Because even with the pacing problem, I thought the scenes were great. I just felt the pace was weird, and I think seeing it more than once fixed it. But I feel like I need to see a longer cut. I do feel like this ultimate cut is pretty big because there's just so much there that yes, the pace it is quick. It's still very combined and quick, and there's certain things that probably within the time constraints I don't think they should have done. It's sort of nitpicky though for me. It's not a huge deal anymore. I'm fine with it. There's one aspect. It's again. This is a spoiler. Both the things I have the biggest problems with, I can't really say, but uh, it's the second biggest thing. But at the same time, I'm not hugely bothered by it. I can look past this one a lot easier. But I think with the time constraints, it doesn't really work incredibly well with uh with the plot because it doesn't make a lot of sense. There's a few things that don't make a lot of sense, but they're nitpicky again. This one's a bigger one, but it's still kind of nitpicky. Anyway, I think that's basically my quick review. I highly recommend this movie. I think everyone should at least give it a shot. I know critics have given it pretty poor reviews, but I vastly disagree with a lot of what they say. I understand certain points, but I think the extreme of what they're saying is extreme. I think what they're saying is very extreme in their opinions of how bad this movie. And some, yeah, I don't think there are definitely flaws in this movie, but it's even with the flaws, it's a likable movie. I think part of it may be because people are expecting so much, or because it is such a big blockbuster, they're putting on a different standard. And I think also I see a lot of critics saying it's not fun, really. I think there's some funny points in there's some jokes throughout, but it definitely is not quippy. It's not as if we're calling with superhero movies, it out of any super movies, I don't can't think of ones that do go at aren't are darker than this or as dark as this, and I don't think it's incredibly dark. I think the first time I thought it was darker. The second time it sort of it definitely has some dark elements because it's Batman, but the Superman elements of hope and stuff are still in there, and it's just sort of a dark period of sort of this hope and the life and all that, and it's sort of you have to get through that, and Batman's really gruff idea, and you're seeing that. You're seeing Lex's idea, and Superman's challenged by that, and he has to get through it. So I think it works really well. Anyway, again, I highly recommend this movie. I have two movies to review this weekend or this week at some point. One is My Name is Doris, or Hello, My Name is Doris. That looks actually kind of funny with Sally Field, and My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2. I haven't seen the first one. The trailers for this one looked fine. They looked, I mean, I seen it so much, I feel like it improved on me, it grew on me a little bit. But, I mean, I've already heard a little bit about it. I heard it's a bit cartoony and it's not great. But I'm going to give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Until next time, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. We do here at this channel, it's not just me doing these movie reviews. We also do, with a couple friends of mine, we do trailer reactions. And you can also check out our podcasts that those friends and I do, Geek Wars Podcast, on your favorite podcatcher. We talk about geeky things and stuff. Mostly comic book movies, I think, is the main thing. You can also find us on Twitter at Geek Wars Podcast, and you can find me on Twitter at Daclus. Spelling is in the title of the video. Thanks everyone for watching, and until next time, watch Batman v Superman. Bye!